Hi everyone. I trust you all are doing well, and it gives me great joy to share the word with you all this week. And this word that I want to share has been a very special verse for me as I grew up with my brothers. In fact, it's been a verse that the three of us heard most of the time, every time we had an argument or we would have fights. Our mom would use this verse actually to bring us back together. It's taken from the first epistle of John, chapter 4, verse 20. It says here, if someone says, I love God and hates his brother, he is a liar. For he who does not love his brother who he has seen, how can he love God whom he has not seen? And this verse, my mom, every time she would repeat it to us and she would say, how can you say that you love God, Steny, when you can't show love to your own brother? And growing up as a child, we would try our best to apply that word for the sake of just pleasing our parents at that point. But I realized that it had a great impact in my life, and till this very day, I see that it's important for me to show love to others before I go to the presence of God. And the reason why I'm sharing this verse with you all today is I I sense and I have a burden that among a lot of Christians today we carry this baggage of hurt, and we carry this baggage of some kind of relationship issues that makes it very difficult for us to show love to another person. And it's not different with people in the church as well. You could be a leader, you could be a preacher, a worship leader, or anyone. When you come across people with whom you may have had a bitter experience, how is your response when you see them again? How do you engage with them? How do you respond to them? Are you able to put up a smile when you see them again, after, let's say, after a couple of years, a couple of months? How is your response to them? Are you able to show that Christ-like love to them? And this verse that I just read to you, that passage, it does not end there. There's a verse after that as well. It says, and this commandment we have from him, that he who loves God must love his brother also. John does not give us here an option saying that he who loves God can love his brother also. He does not say he can or cannot. He says he must love his brother also. And every time I go into the presence of God and I raise my hand to worship Jesus, one thing that the Holy Spirit puts in my heart is, are you holding anything with someone? Are you holding any bitterness? Are you holding any hate, any envy, any jealousy, or something that is standing between you and God? And that really helps put my faith in check every time I go to the presence of God. The same question I want to leave with you all today. How do you treat others? How do you treat people with whom you've had bitter experiences or hurts when you come across them or when you meet them again after a while? Can you still show them love? Can you still show them the love of Christ in the way that you talk, in the way that you respond, in the way that you behave to them? Can you put up that smile and show that you genuinely have the love of Christ in you? Or do you turn away from them? Well, that's a question for you to answer. And I know this may sound like a verse that you may have heard many times and it may sound very basic, but sometimes, my friend, we fail at the very foundational principles of our Christian faith. And I believe it's a problem that a lot of us go through even today. And I also believe that God has put this thought in my mind also for a reason to share with you all. He changed me. He worked in many areas of my life, and he brought that change in my life today, in my brother's life today, and I'm sure he will do the same for you as well. So that is the word for this week, and I believe that it was a blessing, and if it was, do share with those around you, and you have a Christ-centered blessed week. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.